Alright, so this is plank day 4. I plan to do 3 sets of 50-second planks, but in reality I did 4 sets of 50-second planks, and I also did a 1-minute 10 starfish plank, when in reality I just planned to do a 40-second starfish plank. I went for so long because I just wanted to see how far I could go. It went from 40 and then to 50, and then from 50 to 1 minute, 1 minute to 110. I stopped at 110 because it was half a minute longer than I expected, so I thought that was enough, especially along with all of the other planks that I did. I did this and Bully Juice 5-minute plank video that he's put out there on YouTube. It's one of the first links that you can see there. So I did that beforehand, which I don't have recorded, and then I did this as well. So I thought it was more than enough to do half a minute longer than expected. When I was doing the plank, I didn't realize my ass was so high at the very start, as you can see here, but then as you've just seen, I lower my ass down, so it's more of a position that's what I'd consider acceptable anyway. I say that because, in my opinion, I don't think my ass is too low down or too high up, like how I was at the start of the video, at the start of the plank, for example. This may seem slightly random, however, I am going to change the direction of this video in terms of what I speak about, because I do think that this, in a way, is related to the plank, to what you can see here, and that is consistency. But before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about something else, and that is recording these videos. I don't know what happened, but I don't think I have day 1 of my plank challenge recorded. I don't quite know why. I may have simply forgotten. I may have deleted the videos, but I don't remember that happening. So I'd say, therefore, by process of elimination of the 2 ideas that I have, or 2 theories I have, that I just simply forgot to record it. As for day 2, I do have that one. However, for some reason, I just couldn't eliminate that the sound of the video, so I could do a voiceover. But that's for just on the phone, not if I'm using iMovie as I am to edit this and do the voiceover. So I may actually be able to put it out there without any sound, so I can do a voiceover if I'd like to, or I can just simply show the content mute. That may not be interesting, but it's a start. It's a start of something. It's a start. I remember feeling apprehensive or reluctant to create these videos, but I don't quite know why. I don't quite remember why. It may come to me in the future, but as of right now, I just don't know what thoughts I put in my head to put me off doing this. But I certainly can't live in a way where I don't do these sorts of things because I feel reluctancy towards doing it. I must remember that when reflecting on my life and I'm on my deathbed, that wouldn't be how I would have wanted to live. So I'm making these videos. Quite morbid reasoning, but it's my reasoning nonetheless. And it's put me in a position where I'm doing this now. Or I'm putting myself in a position where I'm doing this now because of those thoughts that I've had. It's not worth just holding back on something that I want to do simply because I feel apprehension, and in the back of my head I'm trying to make any sort of reasons why I shouldn't do it because it's different in some way. Back on the topic of death, I think it's very sensible to have it in the back of your head as you operate, as you live life, because it can make you remember, well, if I were on my deathbed, would I feel happy thinking, oh, I wasn't sure about doing this, or I didn't do what I wanted to do because X, Y, and Z, because of things that happen in the short term. Like, for example, I could say, oh, I'd want to do this all over again because there are paintings on the wall. You can see the paintings on the wall. That any excuse could be made as to why I could make any excuse as to why I can't do it. But that doesn't serve me in thinking, is that how I'd want to remember living my life when I'm on my deathbed? Reminds me that doesn't really matter. And I could imagine that there are other people out there that may want to create videos like this. And if there were anyone that I could say this to, especially myself, it would be, you may feel reluctant, it may seem different, and you may come up with many reasons as to why I shouldn't do it in the short term. But it's okay. You have to start from somewhere. They may not be at the level that you'd like. It may not be the highest quality, both in video production and audio quality, but it's a start, and it's something. It's a stepping stone in the right direction. If I could speak to myself in the past, a few days ago, back when I was feeling reluctant to do it, I'd say just that. It's okay. It's okay. You may feel it. You may feel fear. You may feel reluctant to do it, but it's okay. It's okay. It's a start. Just do it, and then you'll get the ball rolling. It may not seem like you'd stay so consistent. You do it for years on end straight, like Ivan Jurek has. He's at this point in time, he's done it for over 2 years now. So people like him just show that it is possible and that it's okay. It's okay. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. And if there's anybody stopping you, it's just you. If you don't think you have enough space in your room, do it outside. Make the video outside. If you don't think you have enough space in your room or in the front room, the kitchen, just do it outside. There's no way in hell you can't make the videos outside. There's basically an infinite amount of space. If you have that and somewhere to stand your phone, which can show yourself, maybe not even completely, to an extent, then that's amazing. That's an amazing start. And even as I make this certain audio clip right now, I feel like I feel a burden's coming off me because I'm now doing it. I'm now making this. I'm now doing more of what I want to do. Now, going back onto the topic of consistency, these videos are extremely easy to create. So it's not like there's anything stopping me from doing it. And if there is anybody out there that wanted to do it and they have the room and a phone to do it, they can. or any sort of recording device. They wouldn't even have to have a microphone to be able to speak over it. But the fact that they're doing it is a start. The fact that they're recording themselves plank, and they can look back and see their form. They can see how much they're shaking. They can see how much strength they have and how much their strength's improved over a span of weeks and months and then eventually years. They can look back if they make videos like how I'm doing now, which is all the more reason for me to do it. So I can look back and think, oh wow, I did 3 sets of 50-second planks. I did the 5-minute plank challenge, which Bully Juices put on YouTube. And I also did a starfish plank so that I find it easier to do that sort of plank in his challenge that he's put out there. I can look back on my form and think, okay, I was like that then, but now I'm like X, Y, and Z now, and I see so many improvements in both my form and also how I look and how I feel, because I'm out here doing what I want to do